And we are back live. We do apologize for the break in the action. Like I said before, we were having some internet issues.
Fortunately, a lot happened during the break. Jarrett Halter with a 2-run RBI single makes it a 4-1 game, and that'll bring in Cal Jones now to pitch, and that'll move WT out to the shortstop position.
J.M. Long in the box for the Pleasant Grove Hawks here. As that one gets by Garden, and runners will advance. It's going to bring Clark to third and Halter to second.
Yeah, another pass ball, and PG probably adds another run to the board, so definitely need to not let that happen if you're a Leopard.
Cal Jones comes inside for a strike.
Still no outs so far in this inning for the Leopards. That's probably why the pitching change came.
Exactly, and we kind of saw this same story in the last ball game between the two, where there was just a huge exploding inning for the Pleasant Grove Hawks.
And a ball here brings up bases loaded for Cade Martin.
J.M. Long swinging, miss. So we're going to strike two for him. No runners will advance, even though that ball got away from Mr. Dylan Gordon.
Expect to see the best pitch he has and the best swing that the batter has here.
Off-speed pitch gets away from Gordon. No runner will advance, but that is ball four for J.M. Long. As he walks to first, and we have a bases loaded, nobody out here for the Pleasant Grove Hawks and their power hitter, Cade Martin, stepping into the box.
Yeah, I think that ball was perfectly behind the catcher, so Jarrett could not tell how far that ball had gotten away. I think if he had gone, he probably would have had a safe run on the board for the Hawks.
0-0 to Cade Martin on the way.
Cade walked his last time up.
Corners for Liberty-Eylau playing in. So they're definitely playing for the force at home.
Cade Martin rips one out in the left field.
That's going to score two.
Colin Evans is going to make a throw at it. Two-run score as Pipes cuts it off. Cade Martin hyping up the crowd here at home. Two-run RBI single for Cade Martin. Bringing the score to 6-1 for the Pleasant Grove Hawks. We're going to have Garrett Harrison come in and run for Cade Martin here. Hunter Rose stepping into the batter's box.
Well, this is one of the many reasons why I do not gamble with sports. We've already got 6 runs in this game, and I did not think that we would see that many.
0-0 pitch to Hunter Rose. Runners on first and second, nobody out. Ground ball down the first base line. Strike one.
Of course, the appreciation for both of these teams, Pleasant Grove comes in ranked number 9 and Liberty-Eylau ranked number 10.
Top 10 matchup here in 4A. Ball low.
It's a slight little sidearm release that Jones is coming in tonight.
Definitely looking for a ground ball here. Pass ball gets away from Gordon. Runners will advance. Now you've got runners on second and third. Nobody out here. The biggest thing for the Leopards right now is just getting out. Infield still playing in for the Leopards here. In damage control mode for sure. Hunter Rose gets a hold of one out to right. It's deep. And that one's gone. 3-run home run for the freshman Hunter Rose. And that's going to bust this ball game open and extend that lead even further for the Hawks. 9-1, your new score as Hunter Rose crosses the plate.
Well, Pleasant Grove adds one more name to the home run list, taking it to 4 Hawks this year so far.
Hunter Rose got a hold of that ball. That ball was gone from the second he swung the bat there. Buck Anderson stepping into the batter's box for the Hawks.
And the drawback to that swing is Buck does not have an opportunity to get an RBI now.
Unless he
goes yard himself.
Pitch comes in high. Ball 1.
And you gotta sort of be concerned with no outs. Already having 9 on the board. You know, do you talk too soon as far as the 10-run rule? Even though I know we're just now in the second inning, got to go 5.
You got to be thinking about that definitely if you're the Leopards right here. You got no outs and this thing's kind of busted open. The good thing about that home run is you get a fresh start here. But it starts right here with Mr. Buck Anderson. You've got to find a way to get him out. And that's going to be another hard hit ball out to left field for another single.
And that's going to bring up Spencer Browning for the second time this inning.
Another freshman in this lineup right here.
Yeah, Liberty-Eylau is going to have to stop the bleeding and then just start breaking this down into a 1-inning game and just get 1 or 2 runs back on these Hawks to get back into this ball game.
Exactly. A ground ball here is well needed by the Hawks. From the Leopards. First pitch, swinging strike for Spencer Browning. 0-1 your count.
You've got a lot of the guys in the dugout for Pleasant Grove making noise.
Another swinging strike. 0-2 for Spencer Browning here.
2 count. Take advantage of it here if you're the Leopards. Find your advantages where you can here in this inning.
So we're going to go high heat or off speed? Neither.
It's going to make it a 1-2. Pick move over to first, trying to get Buck Anderson.
Yeah, tag made, but just not in time. Getting some words of wisdom from Coach Perlman.
Comes right back at him, another close call.
Yeah, good tag on the arm, but just not there in time.
One to the Brownings, and he holds off there. Time is counted at 2.
Yeah, Cal making 2 good throws over to first base. Definitely something to be mindful of if you're on first base as a Hawk.
Spencer Browning fouling that one off, staying alive here. Count still tied at 2. Runner on first, nobody out.
If you're Liberty-Eylau, you're looking for a ground ball that you can make a double play with. Get you closer to getting out of this inning.
Spencer Browning fouling and another one back off to the net. Turning out to a great at bat for him, getting the pitch count for Kyle Jones up as well. That ball's flared out to right field. Looks like it's going to be out of play. Still 2-2 count here. Runner on first, nobody out.
Pleasant Grove comes into this game leading the district, and should they win the game tonight, will probably end up winning the district. But
Browning hits one hard to second over the head of Tristan Howe. Buck Anderson round second. He's headed to third. There's going to be no throw, and Buck Anderson goes first to third on a single from Spencer Browning.
Yeah, Pete Rose dive there for Buck. Going to have some laundry to do tonight. But, going back to, Liberty-Eylau is in the driver's seat, definitely to make the playoffs. So, I mean, as a Liberty-Eylau fan, I'm not concerned about tonight's game. But, you definitely want to keep it competitive. Looks like we are going to make another pitching change here.
Pitching change here for Liberty-Eylau. That's going to bring in number 14, Richie Plant. Great pitcher for these Leopards so far. 1.3 ERA, 21 innings pitched, 12 strikeouts so far this year. So Richie Plant definitely a guy that these Liberty-Eylau Leopards have leaned on the mound up to this point, and he'll come in here and try to get out of this inning. Still no outs here in this inning. Runners on first and third now for Ty Boozer.
And he's only walked 4 batters, so you know that he's putting balls across the plate and just trusting his team behind him to make those plays.
Just an unfortunate inning for the Liberty-Eylau Leopards. We saw this, like I said, last game. A big inning for the Hawks that just burst the game open, and it happened again here tonight. We talk about these lineups, both teams having lineups 1 through 9, able to do crazy things at any moment in that lineup, and we've just seen it from the Hawks tonight, and we haven't seen it from the Leopards yet.
Well, it doesn't take much, to be able to get these Liberty-Eylau Leopards on the board. I mean, we've seen where they've scored 7 and 8 runs in previous games, so you've got to stay focused.
Ty Boozer, 3 at-bats last game, 1 hit, scored 2 runs for the Hawks.
Yeah, Ty threw a bunt down at his previous bat and was able to advance to first. He ended up scoring.
Hit 400 on the season. First pitch from Mr. Richie Plant. Boozer tries to lay down a bunt. It's going to be fouled off. Strike number 1.
Yeah, dipped the bat just a little early and caught the top of the barrel, sending it into the backstop.
Oh, 1 pitch to Ty Boozer on the way. Comes in just a little high. Ties the count at 1 here. Good pitch right there from Richie Plant. Falls in for a strike. 1-2 is your count here. Nobody out. Runners on first and third for the Hawks.
Yeah, we've already seen one bunt and chip with 2 strikes. Will we see another one?
No, we're going to have runners on the move. Gordon throws it high. Kyle Jones able to get a glove on it. But Spencer Browning will reach second base safely. Now you got runners on second and third. Nobody out here for Ty Boozer.
When you've got to think, you just go ahead and put him on the base and bring up Elrod.
High fly ball out in the center field.
Looks like we are going to try to tag up. Nope, we are forcing the throw, though.
No tag. Great play made out there by Hagan Powers of the Liberty-Eylau Leopards. Keeps Buck Anderson at third base. So 1 out now. Runners on second and third for Jace Elrod.
Well, if Elrod gets on first, you're bringing up Brent Clark. few more minutes, I'm going to be able to get rid of my hand visor.
First pitch high and away. Ball 1. Fouled off down the third baseline.
Well played by Fincher. Using 2 hands. I was not in Texarkana when he played high school ball, but I was told he was pretty good as well.
Oh, yeah, he was. I didn't see it either, but a lot of people say it.
I'm older than him, otherwise I'd say like it was black and white film, but he's not that old.
Ball 2 comes in low.
And that may have been the 3rd ball.
I've been known to miss 1 or 2 here and there. 3-1 your count. And that's going to be ball 4. Bases loaded now for your leadoff hitter, Brent Clark. But with 1 out now here, you got a chance to get a ground ball and roll it up and get out of this thing if you're Liberty-Eylau.
Well, and every bat's different, but you've got to know that Brenton in the back of his mind knows that he does not have a hit yet. So you know he's looking just to put this in play.
First pitch low. Great job by Gordon right there, keeping that in front. Anything behind him now surely scores a run. Another one comes in low.
Yeah, Liberty-Eylau just needs to get a little confidence behind that pitcher and just get a couple of strikes in a row. Get an out behind him.
Swing and strike from Brent Clark there. Bases loaded.
Yeah, Liberty-Eylau definitely looking for a double play ball to be able to get out of this inning.
Clark gets a hold of one, sends it high in the right field. That ball's back, and gone. Grand slam, Brent Clark. Putting this game further out of reach for the Pleasant Grove Hawks.
He now has his hit for the evening. One that he will be able to have as a memory.
All home runs are great, but when the bases is loaded and you do it, it obviously means a lot more to you.
And against your crosstown rival.
Exactly.
Which takes him to 2, tied with Cade Martin, with 2 leading Pleasant Grove with home runs.
That's going to bring up Jared Halter to the plate. First pitch swung on, hits a short. Thrown across the diamond, and that's going to be out number 2 for the Liberty-Eylau Leopards here. Cal Jones over to Tristan Howe.
One out closer to getting out of this inning where they trail 13-1.
Brings up shortstop J.M. Long, who we all know can turn on one of these and make it a one more run to this ball game.
And nothing would make him happier than to tie the other 2 with 2 home runs apiece for this year.
First pitch strike from Richie Plant. That ball must have hit JM.
Yeah, I think it nicked his shoelace.
I thought I hit the plate myself, but maybe it hit him. He's on. Runner on first. 2 outs here for Cade Martin.
I think this is the second time this inning he's had to take his catcher gear off.
Number 24, catcher, Cade Martin.
See if this is going to become an oh yeah bat for Cade. So, oh yeah, you've got 2. Well, now I've got 3.
Kind of warming up in Britain.
First pitch outside. 1-0 to Cade Martin. Richie Plant does not want to fall behind here to a guy like this for sure.
I think Brenton takes the tie, though, with it being a grand slam in one of them.
The grand slam puts a lot on you. Cade Martin gets a hold of one, hit out deep to center field. Against the wall, Aiden Easter brings it in for out number 3. That's the Liberty-Eylau Leopards get out of the inning. But not before the Pleasant Grove Hawks strike, and they strike big. As we take a break here, we'll take one with them. We'll be right back here on Game Day.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of industry-leading Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Take advantage of exceptional financing offers from your local Cub Cadet dealer today.
You've spent years working hard to create your financial security. Reward yourself with a checking account designed specifically for you by a bank that shows you the outstanding level of customer service you deserve. With State Bank's Elite Checking, you can qualify for a competitive rate of interest, no monthly service fee, free checks, and superior customer service. Let State Bank be your bank for service, relationships, and living life to its fullest.
And we're back live here at Pleasant Grove in the top of the 3rd inning. Pleasant Grove bust this thing open tremendously in that last inning right there. The bats came alive. Home runs, doubles, triples, it all happened right there that inning, even a grand slam by Brent Clark there. Really putting this game almost out of reach for the Liberty-Eylau Leopards.
Well, Liberty-Eylau came into this game with high hopes into tying this series, and now we're stuck with hope. And so, a little lengthy discussion in the, in the dugout for the Liberty-Eylau Leopards, and it comes down to growth and identity from this point on. And once again, we're only in the 3rd inning, so there's plenty of time left, but you've got to start getting some runs because the 5th inning comes into play.
Exactly.
Down by 12.
Kyle Jones, your leadoff hitter for the Liberty-Eylau Leopards, steps into the box. He rips one right through the second base. Out in the right field. As Walker Wright throws that thing in, Kyle Jones on with the single. And that's what you need right now for Liberty-Eylau. You need base runners. You got to get guys on base to be able to cross the plate.
Yeah, Brent Clark makes a great first move, but just perfectly right in between the first base and second baseman there.
Hard hit ground ball.
So that one had eyes.
First pitch misses high and away, 1-0 to Tristan Howe.
Throw over to first just to keep him honest.
Another one misses high. Making the count 2-0 here. You got to make sure you're aggressive enough on the base pass if you're Liberty-Eylau, but you can't get yourself thrown out with this deficit.
Yeah, and I do think that if the ball's put into play, you've got him to be able to put at least a little pressure on that throw. And who knows? You start picking away 1 and 2 runs an inning, the next 2 or 3 innings, and you're within 4 or 5, and it's a ball game.
That pitch crosses the plate right there, bringing the count to 2-2 here. Howe pokes one out in the center field. Rose is going to settle underneath that one. As that brings up out number 1 for the Pleasant Grove Hawks, Cal Jones will retreat back to first base. Bringing up W.T. Jones. for the Leopards. W.T. Jones got his first home run last week, I believe, and definitely would love to do that here. If he could hit a 13 home run, he would.
Yeah, with brother being on first base, there's going to be a pretty wide space over here on the right side of the infield.
First pitch falls in for a strike. 0-1. And a quick pickoff move back over to first.
And we've talked about it a bunch, but these three guys, one at the plate, one on the mound, and guy on base, have grown up knowing each other their entire lives. And so this is a backyard game for them. And so they know each other more than anybody else out here. So they're definitely going to take advantage of it.
Most definitely a lot of pickoff moves, almost messing with each other, but you kind of want Cal tired in case WT does get a hold of one right here.
Looks like Jarrett was wanting to start his delivery just before the umpire gave him the go-ahead.
Comes inside.
Yeah, a little off-speed pitch to sort of let him know that the plate's still his.
Foul ball just over the home dugout. Strike number 2.
The WT doing a good job fighting that pitch off. 2 inside pitches there.
Good pitch right there by Halter. Also a good swing from W.T. Jones there to foul it off. We've seen some really good deep at-bats tonight.
Yeah, after the first inning, really didn't see too many pitches from Jarrett, but he's starting to get up there as well.
Another ball fouled off. Going to have a little catcher's visit. Kay Martin headed out to talk to Jarrett Halter.
Yeah, may have been off on what pitch was coming on that particular one.
Still got a runner on first here. Just 1 out. In the top of the 3rd inning.
The big thing for Liberty-Eylau is just getting at bats. One thing that we pointed out last game was that they only got through their lineup one full time. They didn't even get to continue to go through the lineup, which is one of their strong suits, is to go through the lineup 1 through 9 multiple times. And so if they're able to do that, that'll definitely help. So they need more at bats. They need more plate appearances. The more that they can get of those, the more that they look to succeed.
Most definitely. W.T. Jones just fouling another one off down the first baseline.
Well, I think any time that you can start seeing a pitcher for the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th time in a game, it becomes your advantage.
Gives W.T. Jones swinging. So that's going to be out number 2 for the Liberty-Eylau Leopards and a strikeout for Jarrett Halter.
Yeah, Jarrett throws the high heat there.
Another pick move. It goes down the first baseline. You had to think it was coming eventually. Cal Jones is rounding second. Headed to 3rd. There's going to be no throw as Cal Jones goes first to 3rd on a wild throw on a pick move.
Yeah, Coach Craig Jones easily waved his son around to 3rd base there after the throwing error. The 3rd one of the evening for Pleasant Grove, I believe.
That ball misses low for Brenton Pipes. He's going to hit that one high. It may get down out there. Diving play by Jace Elrod. And that's out number 3. Pleasant Grove gets out of the inning unscathed. And as they take a break, we're going to take one with them. We'll be right back here on Game Day.
We are excited to announce here at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital that we have expanded our capabilities to better serve our community. As a hospital, we have the capability for inpatient services. After your outstanding emergency care, we can smoothly transition you into one of our new inpatient rooms that have telemetry monitors in every room to continue your concierge medicine care. While our patients continue receiving their care in their inpatient suites, we also make sure that your loved ones are taken care of with our outstanding facilities. Our added services include a procedure room and also the capability of MRIs. With our imaging, we are able to offer outpatient, inpatient, and emergency room, MRI, CT, ultrasound, and X-ray. We are honored by your support and look forward to serving all your future medical needs.
And we're back. Bottom of the third inning. Hunter Rose steps into the box for the Pleasant Grove Hawks. Richie Plant still on the mound for the Liberty-Eylau Leopards. First pitch misses high and away.
Hunter's had an incredible game so far. A double and a home run, 5 RBIs for him. Supposed to continue it here in the bottom of the third.
Exactly, and extending his extra base hits to 16, I believe. I'm sorry, 15. That pitch misses low and away as well. 3-0 pitch for Hunter Rose. That's going to be 4 straight balls as he'll take first base. Bringing up freshman Buck Anderson.
Yeah, and you want to force Pleasant Grove to swing the bat. It's just putting them on base on balls is not going to be what they want tonight.
Coach Fowler's going to come in and take out Richie Plant. He's going to bring in Dylan Neighbors to pitch. Liberty-Eylau has another district game on Friday, so you can't pitch Richie and WT and Cal and everybody. You can't take their pitch counts too high in this game tonight.
Well, the one thing that both of these teams have going on for them is the third place team right now is 4-4. So it would take the wheels falling off the wagon for either of these two teams to either not make the playoffs or drop into the third spot. So, you know, at this point in time, it's really no harm, no foul. It's playing for pride.
I think Liberty-Eylau right here, you want to just see your team take some things away from this game. You want to keep playing hard right here. You want to see your pitchers throw strikes. You want to see your guys going hard after ground balls and working at the plate when they get back in the dugout. Dylan Neighbors was your first baseman to start the game. Tristan Howe moved over to first, putting him in the dugout, and now he's back out on the mound.
Yeah, Neighbors has some pitching experience so far this year. He's done 3 2/3, given up 3 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts, a 1.91 ERA so far this season.
Of course, we don't have a batter in the batter's box, but I mean, he looks good on the mound.
Definitely looks good on the mound. Coming into a not so ideal situation in this ball game, but definitely a chance for Coach Fowler and his staff to see what Neighbors has in the tank right here. First pitch misses low to Buck Anderson. Buck Anderson hitting .286 on the season, 18 hits, 14 RBIs, and 5 extra base hits.
And you never know when these coaches are going to be able to pull these situational times in games like this once you get into the playoffs, you know, to be able to let a player know, hey, we've gotten out of this before. You know, this is exactly what we saw a few weeks ago. So, I mean, Liberty-Eylau looking to get these 3 outs and then some runs on the board.
Exactly. Neighbors throws a pick move over Hunter Rose, keeping him close. He goes right at Buck Anderson. That ball misses inside.
Rose advances to second base.
Another pitch missing just low for Neighbors.
Yeah, good framing of the pitch, but just did not get the call.
3-0 is your count right here for Buck Anderson.
Rose not getting held on.
3-0 comes right across the plate. Strike number 1.
Yeah, I don't think Buck was going to be able to get the bat off his shoulder on that pitch there.
3-1 pitch from Neighbors on the way here. Showing a move to second. Keeping Hunter Rose close. That pitch inside and a little high, going to put Buck Anderson on first base. Runners on first and second here for the Pleasant Grove Hawks.
Looks like we are going to have a pinch runner come in. Number 18, Pleasant Grove.
Third baseman Spencer Browning.
I know we had some young players from our JV team moved up this week, so I'm not exactly sure who that may be.
I don't have an 18 on the bench.
Yeah, I don't have an 18 on my roster. I do have a list of names here, and I think it is Drew Walters that is on first base right now. Had a few guys, like you said, moved up from the JV. Spencer Browning takes a huge swing and a miss right there.
The Neighbors ahead, 2 strikes to no balls.
Browning fouling one off right back to the backstop. We've seen this from Browning with 2 strikes before tonight, able to foul off multiple pitches.
Possibly setting up a bases loaded for Ty Boozer. But good to see 3 solid strikes from Neighbors after walking 2 in a row.
Off-speed pitch low. Almost had Spencer going for it, but he held back.
Well, in a good pitch, there's no sense in giving him anything that he can drive.
That pitch missing low and away.
Jones spending a little more time keeping Rose on second base, so that left side of the infield is opened up just a little bit.
Browning fouling one off down the first baseline, or third baseline, I'm sorry.
I had a few parents jump back from the fence of knowledge.
Browning putting one in play right to Cal Jones. He's going to step on second over to first. Double play. Great play right there from Cal Jones.
Yeah, good play to take it to 2 outs quickly.
Hunter Rose will advance to third base there, so you got runner on third, 2 outs for Ty Boozer.
28, first baseman Ty Boozer.
Great pitch right there from Neighbors again.
Yeah, looks like Ty Boozer enters the game with his batting average at 400, and looks like he's going to leave with it being above that.
First pitch is just away. That one fouled off of his thigh. Everybody wants to act tough, but we all know what that feels like.
Yeah, from the movie Tommy Boy, that's going to leave a mark. Not here, but here.
That one will hit Mr. Ty Boozer. So now you've got runners on first and third, 2 outs for the Pleasant Grove Hawks and Mr. Jace Elrod.
You got it that time, Nick. Good job, man. You can call him Reese.
I know, right? I got it right off the bat.
Well, runners are on the corner, 2 outs. Infield just playing normal for play at first base or second.
Elrod gets a holder one and flares it out to left field. Colin Evans is going to bring it in for out number 3. As they hold Pleasant Grove off of home plate in that inning. As they take a little break, we'll take one with them. We'll be right back here on Game Day.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of industry-leading Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Take advantage of exceptional financing offers from your local Cub Cadet dealer today.
You've spent years working hard to create your financial security. Reward yourself with a checking account designed specifically for you by a bank that shows you the outstanding level of customer service you deserve. With State Bank's Elite Checking, you can qualify for a competitive rate of interest, no monthly service fee, free checks, and superior customer service. Let State Bank be your bank for service, relationships, and living life to its fullest.
And we're back for the top of the 4th inning here. Leading off for the Liberty-Eylau Leopards is going to be the catcher, Dylan Garden. Jared Halter still on the bump for the Pleasant Grove Hawks. Garden drives one down the third baseline, just foul. Strike number 1.
Yeah, Liberty-Eylau can't get back into this game with one swing, but they just need to put a few in a row.
Off-speed pitch called ball, 1-1. Garden's going to pop that one straight up. Spencer Browning calls J.M. Long off and brings it in. Out number 1. That's going to bring up Aiden Easter, center fielder for the Leopards.
Technically, that leaves Liberty-Eylau with 5 outs left in this game unless they can put a few on the board.
First pitch is just low and away. Easter steps out of the box, takes time here. Swing and strike. Ball low, gets to the backstop.
Yeah, Jared looking very comfortable up there. Really not having to battle like he did in the previous game.
Another great swing, but a better pitch from Jared Halter as he gets the strikeout there. Out number 2 of the inning. It's going to bring up left fielder Colin Evans to the plate. Evans recording the 3rd out of the last inning out there in left field.
Yeah, Jared just calm and confidence out there.
First pitch strike as Evans fouls that one back to the net. misses just low.
Yeah, starting to see a little pace from Jarrett out there on the mound.
Evans gets a hold of one right past the outstretched glove of Ty Boozer for a single out in the right field. Brings up Dylan Neighbors to the plate, and we're going to have Coach Fincher come out and have a talk with Halter.
Yeah, it looked like J.M. Long was starting to come in towards the pitcher mound too, and Coach Fincher just said, no, I've got this. So just going to have a quick conversation.
Probably just going out there saying, hey, this is your pitch count right here. You know, this is what we're looking for, pitch with a lead. You know, the typical coaching things they say out there on the mound.
And it doesn't even look like he's going to force the umpire to come out and get him. Just your friendly visit to the mound.
Friendly visit to the mound, brought out the notepad, had a couple of notes to tell his young pitcher. But really, what can you say at this point? You know, you got a nice lead in the game, and he's pitching with control here. So,
And you have to wonder with that lead, how much longer does he go, save his arm, and rely on that bullpen?
Pitch from Jared Halter comes in high, gets away from Cade Martin as Colin Evans advances to second. One out. Runner on second. 2 outs, I'm sorry.
Answers with a strike.
Neighbors with the take there. Another ball. Two 1 pitch is popped up in the foul territory at first base. Boozer's got room, and he makes the out for out number 3, and Pleasant Grove gets out of another inning unscathed. Yeah. As they take a break here, we're going to take one with them. We'll be right back here on Game Day.
We are excited to announce here at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital that we have expanded our capabilities to better serve our community. As a hospital, we have the capability for inpatient services. After your outstanding emergency care, we can smoothly transition you into one of our new inpatient rooms that have telemetry monitors in every room to continue your concierge medicine care. While our patients continue receiving their care in their inpatient suites, we also make sure that your loved ones are taken care of with our outstanding facilities. Our added services include a procedure room and also the capability of MRIs. With our imaging, we are able to offer outpatient, inpatient, and emergency room, MRI, CT, ultrasound, and X-ray. We are honored by your support and look forward to serving all your future medical needs.
And we're back for the bottom of the 4th inning here. Dylan Neighbors still on the bump for the Liberty-Eylau Leopards, and Brent Clark, their leadoff.
1 for 2 tonight.
1 for 2. Looking
it's a big one.
Yeah, bumping that thing up with the grand slam, his last at bat here. Kind of hard to follow that up. Oh, pitch on the way.
There's probably only one scenario here that could up it.
He gets a hold of that one, and it's deep out to center field. Aiden Easter running to the wall, and it hits off the wall. Brent Clark's going to have 2, maybe 3 here as he puts on the brakes at second. A leadoff double for Brent Clark here.
Yeah, what a rip to just to left center field, right underneath the light pole.
If you're Coach Fincher, you gotta love that your leadoff guy's approach isn't changing no matter what the score is.
I think in other scenarios he would have gone to third though.
Yeah. Jared Halter fouls one back over the light pole, right over the top of us here. Strike number 1.
Yeah, Liberty-Eylau just playing for 1 out at a time here.
Great pitch right there for Dylan Neighbors. Another good pitch right there from Neighbors. Just off the plate.
Yeah, Brent Clark getting plenty of space off of second base. Using that umpire to hide him a little bit.
Another one fouled off of the thigh. That's 2 in one game.
I don't think it was fouled off his entire body.
Yeah.
It just rolled
came
down.
off the ribs and then all the way down his leg, down the left line.
I mean, you know, we normally see them off the shin. You know, that's why they wear the shin guard and the ankle and the foot. But we've seen 2 off the body today, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, Fincher asked him where it hit him, and he popped himself on the thigh a couple of times. So
Jared Halter steps back into the box. 2 strikes.
Jones sort of snuck behind second base a little bit there, but back in position.
Great pitch right there from Dylan Neighbors as it falls in for strike number 3 against Jared Halter.
Yeah, good curveball there. Caught him watching.
Brings up senior J.M. Long to the plate. J.M. Long rips one down the third baseline.
That is
Stays
down.
fair, and it's going to tail off in the foul territory. That's going to be a chance for Brent Clark to jog on in and J.M. Long to record a double here in this ball game. Another run crosses the plate for the Pleasant Grove Hawks. And we're going to have a runner come in for J.M. Long here. Another one of the guys brought up off of that JV team for the Hawks.
Number 24, catcher Cade Martin.
Cade Martin steps up to the plate. Homered once in this game already. First pitch comes in high, 1-0.
Yeah, Pleasant Grove bats just having a special night tonight.
That's going to be Jamarian Richardson out there on second base running for the Hawks. Freshman. Another freshman added to this roster here at Pleasant Grove. Cade Martin putting a huge swing on one, fouling it off out of play. Making this count 2-1 here. Looks like we got some action in the bullpen for Pleasant Grove. Luke Flanagan.
You just wonder how much that ball to the thigh went into that decision just to get Halter off the mound to not have to push off.
Also, the bottom of the fourth, kind of bring in somebody fresh, close it out, possibly end this thing in a run rule pretty easily for the Hawks.
Martin's going to foul that one up. Maybe out of play, but there may be enough room over there for Howe.
And there was.
There was enough room over there for Tristan Howe as he gets over to the fence and finds it. Great play over there on the in foul territory by Tristan Howe. That's going to bring about number 2 for the Pleasant Grove Hawks. Hunter Rose steps into the box. Runner on second. 2 outs here. Hunter Rose is also homered in this game.
Got his first of the season.
Hits a little capper down the third baseline. Stays foul.
Yeah, a lot of off-speed pitches, curveballs, not necessarily that much heat, keeping the Hawks off balance.
Pitch comes in low. Hunter Rose pokes on the second base. Tristan Howe gets over. Neighbors covers, and that's going to be out number 3. Pleasant Grove will strike again and score 1 in that inning as they take a break. We're going to take one with them. We'll be right back here on Game Day. And we're back for the top of the 5th inning. 9-1-2 up for the Liberty-Eylau Leopards. Maddox Moore stepping into the box. Big inning right here for the Leopards if they're not able to scratch a run or a few runs across right here. It will be the ball game.
They need 5 runs to keep themselves alive here in this game.
First pitch. Strike to Maddox Moore. Second pitch misses just a little low. 1-1 your count.
And Maddox being able to get on base, brings the top of the order. And the thing is, you're not asking Liberty-Eylau to do too much.
You're not. Ground ball hit out to J.M. Long. He's going to bobble it, and that's going to put Maddox Moore on. Bringing up your leadoff hitter, Cal Jones, for the Liberty-Eylau Leopards.
Yeah, although there was no throw, Maddox did a great job in just focusing, running to first base. Never looked to the left to figure out is the play coming or not, just running hard down to first base. We are going to have a pinch runner here.
Going to bring in senior Hagen Power. Kyle Jones steps into the box. First pitch misses low and away. 1-0.
Third base Browning coming in on the grass.
Jared Halter comes right back inside for strike number 1. Pick move to first.
Yeah, I haven't seen a successful pickoff move from either team tonight.
Kyle Jones tries to sneak in a bunt there. One-two pitch coming.
Yeah, Liberty-Eylau just looking to add base runners on the diamond here just to get a run in. to start the 1 of 5 needed to get them through this inning.
Ball away. Brings the count 2-2. Halter hits Cal Jones.
Little gamesmanship between the two of them. If I'm going to get hit, I want it to be an off-speed pitch.
Exactly.
So
got the corners coming in for the Hawks here. Hal really good at putting those bunts down. We've seen it several times this season. Strike 1. Comes across from Jared Halter.
Pleasant Grove defense making sure that they're all on the same page.
Another great pitch right there from Jared Halter as it falls in late for a strike. Tristan Howe goes upstairs to foul that one off.
Yeah, and that's one he may have wanted to lay off on just so he could possibly get a pitch that he could drive, because he's not going to get one here.
That pitch right there may have been a strike had Caden Martin come up with it. Tristan Howe goes downstairs swinging. And that'll be a strikeout for Jared Halter, out number 1.
Yeah, may have just been a little bit too aggressive, that bat.
W.T. Jones comes up with runners on first and second.
Yeah, Liberty-Eylau down to 2 outs. Double play and this game is over.
Coach Fincher going out to take another visit.
Coach Fincher calling the team back off of Halter again.
Quick visit again, you know, just a calm down visit. Let's get out of this thing.
Well, and that also just shows the respect that Fincher has for WT, just to make sure Halter's got the right mindset out there.
And it comes right back after the mound visit for a strike.
Yeah, Caden does a phenomenal job bringing that ball back up to get that strike call.
WT gets a hold of one. Hit out in the left field. Jace Elrod's going to settle underneath it. Out number 2. Elrod gets that ball in quickly. Brings up sophomore Britton Pipes.
Yeah, Liberty-Eylau definitely not playing the tag up there just because, heaven forbid, that ball does drop. You've got a chance to put a run on the board. Definitely in protection mode for Liberty-Eylau.
Big at bat right here for Pipes. Ball gets away from Caden Morton there. Good job right there from Hagan Powers, not going. They don't want to end this ball game on a throw out at third. Ball comes inside.
Yeah, I was just about to say I haven't seen Jarrett throw up in the strike zone until then. Backs him off the plate.
Pipes hits one over to Brent Clark. He's going to wheel it in right over to Ty Boozer for out number 3, and that's going to be the ball game. As Pleasant Grove takes this one handedly, 14-1.
Yeah, offensive explosion here tonight for Pleasant Grove. A couple of home runs, one of them being a grand slam. and the night that Pleasant Grove needed, because more than likely they have solidified the district championship with this game tonight, barring something just, totally unforeseen. But, Liberty-Eylau is still in the same shape they were in, second in district. And we've got another Pleasant Grove and Liberty-Eylau matchup come April 28th at Liberty-Eylau.
We will. This game right here, this win, moves the Hawks up to 2-0 in this district series here. Game 3, like you said, coming up on the 28th. I am Nick Reed. On the call with me is Jay Davis, Zach Doty. Got Cam Silliman behind the camera, Andrew and Donovan on the cameras. And we are Texarkana Game Day. We'll see you next time right here.